Hey guys, Crow Cooper with OnTheBlack.com here to give you a Mets Rockies series recap. The Mets took 3 out of 4 from the Rockies, and I really have just a couple takeaways from the series. One, it's the first time the Mets have won back-to-back series since the end of May. So it's been a long time here, and it's good to finally see the Mets put together a string of games where they've played good fundamental baseball and have won a few in a row here. So first time since May that the Mets have won back-to-back series. My other takeaway is, I said before this series started that I would use this particular series here as a gauge to see, what the Mets were going to do for the remainder of the season, meaning that if the Mets didn't play well in this series and maybe lost 3 out of 4, I would say that, hey, maybe it's time to wave the white flag on the season. But, the Mets did win 3 out of 4 against the Rockies, who at the time coming into this series were leading the wild card. I'm not ready to wave the white flag on the season yet for the Mets. As a matter of fact, I think that they're very much in it now. Only 6.5 out of the wild card, and with Arizona coming into town for the weekend, if they can take another 3 out of 4 against Arizona, I think that they'll be in good shape going into August here. So 3 out of 4 for the Mets in this series, and I do think that they are still in it for the wild card. Now it's time for my who's hot, who's not. Who's hot right now? David Wright. He had 7 hits in the series and has his average up to 325 now. So David Wright playing a big role in the middle of that lineup, especially with all the injuries. 7 hits in this series. Flip side of that, who's not hot? I'm going to go with K-Rod on this. K-Rod let up 2 earned runs in one of the games in the series this weekend. Didn't get a save. Matter of fact, K-Rod hasn't had a save since July 12th. Before the All-Star break. Not saying that is his fault, because he hasn't blown any saves either, but he just hasn't had the opportunity to get any saves. So I'm going to say K-Rod not hot right now, although, overall this season he has pitched well, just not getting the opportunity to get many saves lately. And up next for the Mets is a 4-game series against Arizona. Important for the Mets here to win this series also. Arizona is a team that's actually trailing the Mets in the wild card. So, they just beat up on the Rockies, who at the time were the wild card leader. They're now in second place for the wild card. Now they have their turn against another team from the NL West, but a team that's actually behind them in the standings. So it's important for the Mets to, if they're going to really get back in this thing, to beat up on those teams that they should beat. Arizona is one of those teams that they should beat, so I'm looking for the Mets to take 3 out of 4 here in this series. That's it for my series recap. Always remember, guys, you can check out all my videos at www.ontheblack.com, and you can also follow me on Twitter at CorellCoop. Thanks. Leave a message. Talk to you soon.